what you want to do is look for one edge at a time, and then put them on the yellow side, sorry. So, let's do red. Let's put this, it's really easy to put it right away, because in one move, it's in one move, like so, like that, that's in. Let's look at green, easily goes in one move as well. Okay, let's look at blue. This also can go in one move, but it affects one edge which is already in. So I don't want to do that. What I can do is move the edge away. And now look, I got an empty slot, and I can put it in right away. I got 3 edges already. I'm not done yet. I need 4 in total. I'm missing 1, and it's up here. This piece doesn't go in just one move, because if I put it in here, I'm in over the missing edge. And do that, it's gonna be flipped, and you don't want that. One easy thing you could do is you can move this edge to the right, or you could move it to the left, and you put it down like so, so that I can easily put this in here like that. And then sometimes it will affect a different edge. You gotta pay attention to that, and if it does, all you gotta do is just move it back like so. So let's go to this one, orange center. This is a white orange piece. This is on the right side, so I could just easily put it in like so. Same with this one. And then this one, which is green is over here, so I can move it over there and then put it in. And then the last one, which is red is over here. So I put it here, and it will go in right away. That's how you get the cross solved. This part's really easy. You gotta put all the white corner pieces in the right places. So when I mean right places, make sure it doesn't just match on one color, but matches on all colors. So this is not in the right place, and this is not in the right place. There's 8 different corner pieces on the Rubik's Cube, and you gotta look for the ones that's on top. You gotta look for the 4 corner pieces that has white on it, like this one. This one doesn't, because look, it has yellow. This one doesn't match, and this one doesn't match. Just this one. So what you gotta do is keep this always on your right side. Keep this corner always on the right. If it's on the left, you could just move it, turn like that, so it's on the right. And now you gotta put this piece over the place you gotta go into. So it does have white, which goes in here. That's one good thing. But it has orange and green. These two are not orange and green. I gotta look for that. So what I do is turn it and rotate. Add the white, and then it only has orange, but it doesn't have green. So that means I gotta turn again. Here, I know it belongs here, because look, all these 3 colors matches where it's gonna go. So remember what I said, always keep it on the right side, and you gotta use this out. And it's gonna put it in. Don't worry if it doesn't go in your first try. There's gonna be pieces that's gonna take more than 1 time to do that out. Sometimes you gotta do it twice, 3 times, 5 times. Sometimes you get lucky, sometimes you don't. Let's pay attention to this one. This piece, just put it over where it belongs. We know it doesn't belong here because we already have one in and it's solved. Move it. Doesn't belong here because it has orange, and this piece does not. It doesn't have orange. It has red. Rotate it again, and look, these 3 colors: blue, red, white, blue, red, white. So this is where we put it in. And look what I just told you. Sometimes it doesn't take only one time for the alg to put it in. So we do it again. It's not in yet. And now it's in. So now, since this is blue, this piece can go in here or in here. But since this piece is already taken, that means this has to go in here. Like so. If you don't understand what I meant, don't worry about it. Just do exactly what I told you. Just turn to see where it goes, and if you find it, then you use the out. Remember to always keep this piece on the right side, because if you keep it on the left side and do the out, it's not going to touch it at all. Doesn't matter how much times you do it, it's not going to touch it. And it's still here. you gotta keep it right here, so when you do the alg, it's gonna work. Doesn't go in yet. Let's keep doing it. Now it's in. And here's the last one, and if you did 3 solved, meaning you just need 1 more left, it has to go back here, because this is the only last piece of white. So you put it right over where it goes, and then you gotta do that thing again. Right there, it took me 5 times to do it, but it got inside. Fine. Sometimes you're not gonna find any corners on top that has white on it. So what you gotta do is look in the bottom right here. And look, I have 3 corners in that has white and they're in the wrong place. So I can take any of them out using the same alg. And then I can use that one. So this one belongs between here. And then I do the alg like so. This one goes here. So same thing, I do the alg like so. This part's super simple. Really simple. You gotta pay attention now and solve 4 edges to do the middle layer. What you gotta do is look for an edge that doesn't have yellow or white on top, like this one and this one. These two, you don't use these two because they have yellow on them. So anyways, let's work with this one. So what you're supposed to do, with the color facing towards you, not the one on top, the one that's facing towards you, has to match with the center. So right now it doesn't, so I do that, I move it, still doesn't match, and I move it again. Now it does. So right now, what you gotta do is learn 2 algs, on if this piece belongs to go in here, or if it needs to go in here. In this case, this piece needs to go in here. So you know from doing exactly what it just did, that does make it go in, but it messes up these pieces. So this alg I'm gonna show you only works if this piece goes in here. And I have this one in here. And I'm gonna show you an example of a piece when it goes in the other way. Like this one. We have red facing towards me. So I turn until I get it matching with the center. Yep, matches. Blue on top. So this isn't blue, but this is. So I gotta put this edge in here. And this is the reverse of the alg. Like so. You probably have something like this that's not solved. So what you gotta do is you could take which one out. You could use the righty version, or you could use the lefty version. You could take this one out or this one out, you choose. So I'm gonna take this one out using this alg, same alg, and now I have one facing it. Now I have one out. So I put it facing this color. Red matches red right here, so I do the lefty version because it goes in the left side. Now solving white cross, really easy. This is like one alg, but all you gotta do is pay attention to the edges of yellow to make the cross. So right now, don't worry about the corners. I could rip them off right now, but I don't want to because I don't want to mess the cube. I just pay attention to the edges. Right now, I have 2 facing up, and they're making a line like that. So what I do, if you have it like this, you move the line so it's like a minus sign. If it's like an I sign, then if you do this alg I'm gonna show you, it's not gonna give you the cross. You gotta have it like this, and you do this. Now you have the cross solved. Sometimes you could get something like a small L. Instead of getting 2 pieces from the other side of each other, you have 2 edge pieces right next to each other. So what you do, you put those 2 pieces on the top left, meaning this piece is on the left and this piece is on top, to make something like this, an L on top. And what you do is the same alg, but twice. Really easy. And last but not least, you might get this. No worries, all you gotta do, do the same alg I showed you once, and then I got this. So if you know what to do with this one, you put it in the top left, and you do the same moves 2 times. Once, twice. This part might be confusing at first, but it really isn't. So with all these edges facing up, now you gotta pay attention for all these edges to match colors. Right now I only have 2 matching, and you want to get all 4 of them matching. So what to do to get all of them matching is to look around and see if you get only 1 matching. So right now I have 2. I don't want that. I just want 1. So I do that, and I look around, and look, I have 1 matching. So what I do is I face it towards me, and I do this alg. Okay, that's a really simple alg to use, but look, I still don't have a matching. Don't worry, that sometimes happens. Same thing with the 1 alg I showed you in the beginning. It's not always the first time you do it, sometimes you gotta do it twice. And let's do it for the second time. And there you go, all these edges are in the same place. Sometimes you're always gonna have 0 or 2 matching. What that means is just use the alg anywhere, and then look around and see if you find 1 matching, which is right here. Face it towards you, and then do the alg again until you have all of them. This step is my favorite. You're gonna get all of these corner pieces now in the right positions, like this one. This is between all the colors it belongs to, like all the central pieces, blue, yellow, and red. This one isn't, it just has yellow. There's no green, no red. This one only has 2. All you need is 3 pieces matching, like this one. So if you have one in the right place, hold it on your left, and then you do this. You get none of them in the right place, just do the alg anywhere. And then you're gonna get at least 1 right here. Do the alg again, and you're gonna get them. Last part is the easiest, but yet you could still mess up badly and reset the entire cube. Pay attention here. With all the edges solved and corners in the right place, you gotta have the yellow side now facing to your left, like this. And what you gotta do is move this top layer once. You gotta pay attention to these 2 colors if they're matching. Right now they are, meaning that it's solved and I just don't do anything to it. I move it back and I move this down. I do it again. These 2 colors are not matching, meaning I gotta use that same alg I showed you in the beginning of this beginning of this video to make them both matching. So I'll show you exactly what I mean. They're not matching yet. Now they're matching. So I can just put it back, put this down, and then take this layer out. These 2 are already matching, so I don't gotta worry about that. Go to the next one. Now I gotta do it to this piece. So I use that same alg over and over and over again. And then I got them matching, and I can just put them back, and I got this solved. And I could just align the cube, and there you go, you have it solved.